Hello everyone, my name is Roshit. I'm going to show you today one of the interesting software that we used in-house for our clients to make financial plans for them. What we'll do is today we'll go through the assumptions and we'll try to show one scenario, and then we'll make a series of videos where I will be showing you different scenarios and what kind of decision you should make to secure your future or retire in a better way, the way you have planned. So let's go through the assumptions first. So over here I am assuming the client, say for example Sam is a client now. So Sam retired at age 65. He has a life expectancy of 90. We have assumed the inflations. These are pre-populated numbers, we don't have to do anything with it. Then we have assumed that he is paying 1.35% as a fee to the advisor. Then there is different tabs over here. Let's go over here. So his current age is 30. He is making 100,000. He has two accounts and he has saved 30,000 and 25,000 in the TFSA and RRSP account, and it's growing at the rate of 6%. He doesn't have pension, doesn't have left assets. The only liability I've assumed over here is the credit card debt, and he will pay that debt in 1 year. Okay, so in expenses I have assumed basic expense totaling around 3 or 4,000. These are basic expense. We are assuming that he is renting the apartment right now. He doesn't own a house. These are auto calculated retirement expenses when he will retire after 30 years or 35 years. These are inflated numbers from the today's say for example the today's total is around 3,500. So assuming he will be spending around 6,000 when he is 65. So let's go through the planning tab over here. So what I can see based on the data is he will be able to achieve the retirement goal more than 150%. So he's all set. He doesn't need to do anything, just invest in a right way and keep on saving the money. Let's go through the details. I wanted to show you this chart. Now we are, as I said, he's starting with 100,000. It will increase at the rate of inflation, and then at age 65 he will retire, and then OAS CPP will kick in, and then but the expenses, as we have said, we are assuming he will spend around 6,000 per month. Over here you can see different tabs. So if you say I am earning, so as I go on this tab, it automatically blurs the rest of the thing and it's highlighting the earning part, then OAS CPP, TFSA. So he will be using his TFSA money after he is retired. Until retirement he is just saving in it. Then so automatically the software is assuming that we will use first his TFSA money, then we'll use his non-registered money, and then and then the taxes part. So we can dive deep in every aspect. We'll do that later. I just wanted to show you this chart. If we go over here, let's say in 2026 he makes 100,000. He doesn't have CPP, OS, no minimum income he has to take. So the debt, as I said, the credit card debt, he will be paying it off in 1 to 2 years. He saved 35,000 and he paid taxes of 26,000 for the income of 100,000, and the expenses are around 36,000. So what we are seeing over here is he has a savings of this like 35,000. That 35,000 will be invested in TFSA first. After the limit is crossed of 7,000 per year, it will be invested in a non-registered account. So if we go to his net worth, so how his net worth will look like. Say for example right now the net worth is only around 100,000, and as he will be saving the money, net worth will be growing. So currently I have not assumed that he will be investing in RRSP or any of the registered plans. He will be investing in TFSA first and then in non-registered. We will see different scenarios later in later videos, like if one invests in RRSP, how he or she can benefit. So let's say this is the DFSA money and this is non-registered. Non-registered is a major portion of his net worth, just because we cannot contribute more than 7,000 per year in TFSA. We have to contribute in non-registered account if we have extra savings, and this is how the net worth grows. So the motive of this video was one of the scenarios that I want to show you. Right now we are assuming that this guy is making 6% rate of return. Let's go over here. I have created a strategy for him. Let's say he makes 8% instead of 6%. So how the account value changes: from 6 million it went to 25 million. So this is the power of compounding. We can see it live. The long-term average that we have to use is around 6%. Software automatically uses 6%, but say for example, if we are able to achieve a 8% return, then your 6 million could become like 25 million, and you can retire as you want. And let's say you are able to achieve a rate of return of 10% instead of 8%, your net worth grows to 60 million. So these are all, these numbers are foolproof. We don't have to check them. It's not fake. But even if you do a basic calculation in your calculator and just compound the savings, because this guy and since he was earning more, he is able to save a lot, like save 35,000 every year, and then it increases and increases, and it stops when he retires. And at the same time, this money is also being compounded in his TFSA and non-registered accounts at the rate of 10%. So the end result that we see is the 60 million at the age of 90 when he will die. It's better to plan your future right now. If you are in the age of 30 or 35 starting to invest, make sure you invest in the right products. And this 10%, why I have taken this 10% is because the long-term average of S&P 500 of 100 years is around 11%. So say for example, if you are invested in the index fund or S&P 500, you should have made 11% in last 100 years. So based on that, we can assume, say you make 10% on average for next 20-30 years. Again, there are different scenarios over here. We can add after retirement. Normally people think we should take less risk. We will see that later in later videos, but this is a pure like a base case scenario where you earn a 10% return or you earn 8% return, and this is how it changes. I have not assumed that he will be buying a house or he will be making any foreign trips or any kind of vacations. So we'll see that different scenarios later, but for now this is a base report that I have made. If you want to know more about it, just comment in the comment section, and yeah, please like and subscribe.